What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 6 different mining stocks today for crypto. We're going to talk about CleanSpark, Marathon, Riot, Cipher, IREN, and Argo blockchain for Cow, and Elton Lushi. We're talking about these 6 mining stocks for you guys. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. We're going to run through it because I kind of talked about a lot of these yesterday, gave a more in-depth kind of analysis. CleanSpark absolutely is breaking out right now. I'm very confident it is. So it's just a matter of time. You're in the middle of your next move. I think over the next month to 2 months, sometime probably in August, if not sometime in September, you will see CleanSpark above $35. Above 30, probably even above $36. But I wouldn't think it goes too much higher than like 42. So it's $36 to $42, somewhere in that zone. Finds resistance, consolidates again, pulls back, whatever. But up. 1979, it's moving up. It's looking good. Marathon, probably looking good as well. Let's see. Yeah, another day up. Nice to see. Daily RSI looks great. Weekly RSI looks great. You haven't broken out of this yet, but kind of you have. I would say that you're on your way up to your extensions as well, which would put your minimum targets at 43 to 58.62. You might move all the way up to $75, $75 to $82. You could, but let's keep an eye on that 43 to $58.50 area first and foremost. Things are looking good for Marathon. Riot, and I'm breezing through these ones because I talked about them yesterday. Riot's moving up a little bit. Nice, 29.5%. Moved up a little bit more yesterday. A lot of volume, getting overbought on the daily. Nice. Moving up on the weekly. You are, as of now, above the 60. It's beautiful. It's good to see. It's looking like it's breaking out as well. If we take this high here to this low, I have no reason to doubt that you're not going to move up to your extensions as well. So $26, $35, that's the next move that I'm calling for this, somewhere up in here. And that could happen in the same amount of time that CleanSpark moves up, sometime in August, sometime in September. I think it's going to do that target area. So at a lower price, could hit similar targets as CleanSpark itself. It might hit more, but looks like it's got a lot to go, I think. And Riot being a sleeper, a lot of people I feel like don't talk about it so much. Even though it is one of the bigger market caps for mining stocks, I think it could do well. Being on everyone's radar, but nobody's paying attention to it. Perfect storm for seeing more growth than the average mining stocks. I think it's going to do well. Cipher. I'm going to finish all of these with I think it's going to do well. Cipher up 45% this week. Beautiful. 13% yesterday. Overbought as hell. Weekly RSI looking overbought as well. Breaking out finally. Cipher breaking out. We're finally doing it. So. High to low, and we'll put extensions. This one I did not talk about yesterday. $7 might be where you find turbulence, but I don't think so, man. I think you're going to move all the way up to $10. I do. You're at 678 now. High point to a low point here. 720. I think you're moving up to $10, man. I think so. I think that's where your move is. That does not mean that it's going to be a straight line. It could be, but I would expect it probably happens, by the looks of it, probably happens sooner than CleanSpark's move, so probably August. If not by the end of this month, but probably sometime in August, which would then imply, it moves up a little bit, pulls back a little bit, moves up, pulls back, and then you go up. It won't even take that much time because that's in September, so a shorter amount of time, but I think you are moving up to just above $10 for Cipher. It looks really, really powerful. IREN is consolidating and being boring. It is not dead, it is not forsaken, but it had its move. It already had its move. It's not its turn to move up. It already had its turn. High to low here. 1414. You probably move back to about 970 to 864. That's probably where you're going to go. I'm pretty confident on that. Daily RSI looks like it wants to go down. However, to be completely fair, I think you're at 1234 now. I'm sure with the hype and all the mining stocks, you probably do move up to like 1470, something like that. You could be moving up higher. It is possible. I mean, to be fair, you are holding this relative area. I would expect that you go to the 100 to the 886. You don't have to, but I would expect that. If you can get above 1467, if you can close a day above this purple line here, this 1467 area, then perhaps you do move up to $18 or even beyond that. You really could, up to like 2350. But I'd need to see a daily close above 1467. Unless you do that, 970, 860, that's your next target area. But nonetheless, I think you do move up probably tomorrow or sometime, maybe to finish this week, just to form like a lower high. That's kind of my thoughts on IREN. Argo blockchain, this is the worst call I think that I've made, right? I'm not 100% positive, but I want to say that it was over the weekend, or maybe even like on this day specifically, that I was like, stay away from this thing. This thing is garbage. And it's gone up the most, I think, this week. Cipher went up about the same. I think this did go up more, but 48%, man, in a week. Throwing it in my face. Is that all it has, though? You know, is it going to continue to move up to these areas of resistance back here and then go down? I don't think it's going to see new highs. This thing's kind of lackluster and disappointing throughout its whole time. So hopefully the more smack I talk, the more it goes up for the people who are involved. I wouldn't be surprised if you stopped at about $1.80, $1.85, somewhere in that zone. I would give it the highest that I would kind of give it on this move. My expectation would be 255 to 284, but I really wouldn't be surprised if you found turbulence here. If you hold the 236, cool. Then you have this 255 to 284 zone. If you can't hold the 236 at $1.47, well, lower you go, and that was that. So you're at $1.67 now. I don't think you have a whole lot more to go. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, but that's just my thoughts on Argo. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.